Hey, Kevin. First of all, can you assess your emotions after the fight? I know you had built yourself up to such a peak, and then to have it end the way it did, like how much does that hurt you?
Yeah, I'm devastated. I mean, you know, I feel like I worked my ass off for this fight. I stepped up when no one else would, and I took a big risk tonight, and just didn't go my way. But I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna come back stronger. You know.
How much did I'm sorry. How much did the struggle to make the weight affect you in the cage tonight?
Yeah, I feel like that was a huge factor. The staph infection really didn't help. I've been fighting it for about a week now, and it didn't make the weight cut no easier. So, like I said, I'm sitting here now at about 185 pounds, a little too big for the weight class now. I've been fighting at this weight class since I started MMA at 17, so it's about time for me to go up. I'm, getting stronger and bigger. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe that played a factor, but regardless, Tony Ferguson was the better fighter tonight. I said it before. I thought he was the toughest fight in this division. I tried to step up, and what can I do?
And when you got out of the armbar there, did you feel like you had a chance to break free of him a second, or did how quickly he got that triangle on you? But did you feel like you ever had a chance to escape after you got out of the armbar?
Yeah, the armbar wasn't the problem. I kind of underestimated his bottom work. It was the elbows more than anything. I mean, look at my face. It's not from the, So I underestimated his work from the bottom. He did a great job, and once the triangle was on, it was.
Right here, Motown. The worst thing that a fighter can experience on the day of weigh-ins is to step on the scale, to be told that you have to come back and lose a pound. We waited around, to see what was going to happen in that next hour. What did happen behind the scenes? How did y'all get that other pound off?
I mean, the weight cut was what it was. I wasn't gonna let down the whole show, let down everybody. I was gonna make the weight, even if I had to cut my foot off or something. I said it before. It damn near killed me, and I just had to do what I had to do. I got a job to do. I'm a professional. I'm gonna come out here, no matter how bad it hurts, no matter what. I'm gonna go out there, and I feel like I put my best performance on tonight. By the third round, it just was too much for me.
Well, I think now is a great time to speak about it, and everybody agrees. Every fighter I've ever spoken to agrees, and I've heard you talk about it many times. A 165-pound division is needed, but that's another conversation. My last question: at the end of round one, you seemed pretty close to stopping it. Did you feel as though, did your killer instinct kick in? Did you feel as though you had the win, or did you maybe get overzealous, you think?
A little bit, but with Tony, he's a dog. I said it before the fight. He's definitely been the toughest fight in this division. He's a rightful champion. I tried to make it a dog fight with him. I tried to let him know it's going to be a fight. At the end of the first, you got to put that man out. There's no quit in him. He kept coming forward, and he kept the pressure, and he did what a champion is supposed to do. And I wish him nothing but the best. It might have been a lot of back and forth before, but we come from the same alma mater. I know how tough Tony Ferguson is, and he's the best man in the world.
Anyone else?
Kevin, did the staph infection come up at all, or did the doctor, no one ever, the commission, did they have no idea about it?
I tried my best to hide it. I wasn't, it's a big event. A lot has been happening with the UFC these last couple events, and I wasn't going to let nobody down. I worked my whole life for this. It was like a culmination of things, but I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm still going to be a world champion. It might not happen when I'm 25, but...
And just to confirm, your next fight will be at 170. Is that what you're planning on, at least as of right now?
I don't know. I've taken a lot of fights this last year, so I don't know. I need some time. I'll probably go home.
Thanks, Kevin.
So, Kevin, with all respect, staph infection or not,
do you feel like you lost a little bit of that fight on the scales? That 155 is just not a good look anymore?
You can say what you want, but Tony Ferguson was the better man tonight. Like I said, I underestimated his bottom work and that pace, the pressure. What can I say? You know, he was the better man, and he caught me. He caught me with the elbows from the bottom, and then he caught me with the triangle.
So like other guys, like Cerrone moving up from 155, like Dos Anjos, we might see you at 170, 2018?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's definitely time for a 165-pound weight class. There's so many guys at 155 and so many guys at 170. I feel like they can really do 165 and 175. As you can see, I'm about 10 pounds bigger than Tony Ferguson anyway, just naturally. I think it's definitely a time for a 165-pound weight class, and that's what I'm going to push for. But right now, I just need some time. I've taken 4 fights in these last 12 months, so it's about time.